Well, hello, Wilmington. Welcome to another episode of Where's Wilmington? You know, we're filming this in the heat of the summer, and when it's this type of weather, it makes me think about fresh produce, as fresh as I can get. And that is why we have our friends from the Farmers Market here today, so we can learn a little bit more about the new things they're doing and help them celebrate their 15-year anniversary. Can you believe it's been 15 years? I certainly can't. So let's get talking to our friends. With me we have Christine Canevari, and she is the Farmers Market Board President.
Hi, Lisa.
Wow, hello. And next to Christine we have Aza, I'm going to do my best, Pietropaolo. Close enough?
Close
All
enough.
right. Farmers Market Manager.
Thank you for having us, Lisa.
You are welcome. So let's talk about 15 years. How long have you actually been with the market?
This is my first full season with the market. I came on in September of last year, but I'm super excited to really get my hands in and make our 15th season as great as it can be.
Awesome. But you've been there a little bit longer.
I have. I joined the board about 10 years ago, so this is my 10th season, and I've been the president for, I think, 5 years, maybe 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the responsibilities that someone in your position holds?
Well, we're other than Aza, the rest of us are all volunteers, so it's a little bit of wrangling the cats, you know. But really, my job specifically is to work with the community in our different engagements and sponsors, and just kind of oversee and help to make some decisions and help with the finances.
Okay. And what about your position, Aza?
So as the market manager, the majority of my position is coordinating with the vendors that come to our market as well as community groups. So making sure that everyone has all the proper paperwork that they need, and then when the market actually happens, making sure everyone knows what the rules are, knows where they're going, and making sure everything runs smoothly.
That is cat wrangling. Wow.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So let's get to the logistics of the farmers market. What are the hours? How long does it run? Where is it? All those goodies.
Absolutely. So we're down in the town common. We used to be across the street, but you know, our new town hall is coming soon. So we moved last year to the town common, which we love. It's so great there. We are open on Sundays between early June and early October, and the hours are 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Is that rain or shine?
It is rain or shine. We get a little scared of lightning, so if it's a real bad storm, we might close, but in our 15 years, we've really only canceled maybe 2 or 3 times.
Okay. Plenty of parking.
Yes, on both the 4th of July lot side and the high school parking lot side.
So I know some communities actually charge an entrance fee. Does our farmers market charge an entrance fee?
We do. We charge our farmers and our other vendors. It's, I would say, a nominal fee. When you pay for the full season, you get a nice discount. But week to week, the vendors will pay $35 a week.
But it is completely free for any customers.
For
to come
customers.
in.
That's what I was
Absolutely. I'm
wondering
sorry.
about.
Yes,
No,
absolutely
that's
free
fine.
for customers.
Perfect,
Yes.
perfect. Okay, let's see. What else can I ask you? What do we see when we get there? Boy, that's a lot to take in. Start with you, Aza.
You will see a lot of different things. You'll see a bunch of different vendors. We try and get a different variety, from fresh produce to fresh breads to even prepared foods. This year we've added a cannoli vendor and an empanada vendor, who we're so happy to have. But in addition to that, we have live entertainment almost every single week. We have our community groups, which are businesses and organizations that come to the market to just inform the community about what's going on with their group. And then we have communal spaces for people to hang out and have fun. We have picnic tables with a big set of Jenga on them. We have cornhole.
Nice.
And lots of kids crafts.
Yes,
Lots of kids
yes.
crafts. We have a really big kids area where volunteers and our board will help kids create something new each week. We always have a theme to the week, and there's a lot for kids to do there. So it's a great way for parents to spend a little bit more time and relax while they shop, and while their kids can color and create and blow bubbles and have some fun.
So I understand, since we're talking about the kiddos, there's a new program involving kids. Let's talk about that.
Yes, we're super excited about this program. It had a huge launch. It's called the Power of Produce Pop Club.
I love that.
Yeah, it's the Pop Club. And it's for kids up to
Age 3 to 13.
Yeah, 3 to 13, okay. And they sign up with a guardian, with a parent or a guardian, and each week they will check in with our kids tent, and they will get 3 pop bucks. And those pop bucks can be spent at our 2 farm stands. So they can purchase fresh veggies or fresh fruits. And the purpose of it is to really encourage kids to make some healthy food decisions, and to maybe even encourage an expanded palate from the usual.
It's very empowering.
It is.
I remember being a kid and your mom would give you a couple of bucks and you would go get something, and you felt so good that you were buying it yourself.
Right.
And it doesn't put any burden on the purchaser to have to give the kids money. They can earn it, which I think is fabulous.
And they can save it. So if they want to keep their $3 from this week and collect their $3 next week and then go spend $6, they can do it however they want. And those kids that want to eat all the raspberries in the first 15 minutes after their parents purchase it, well, now they're their raspberries and they can do whatever they want with them.
Also, too, it's a really great marketing idea.
Yes.
Because those kids are going to say to the guardians or parents or Grammies or whoever is bringing them, aunties, uncles, everybody, I want to go because I want to spend my money.
Exactly.
So that's a really genius marketing technique. I love that.
The kids can look forward to coming to the market each week and getting their pop bucks, and I absolutely agree. It is bringing the parents back week after week too.
Yes.
We've already heard stories from parents who say that their kids are the ones reminding them to go buy veggies at the farmer's market this week.
Yeah,
I love that. So let's talk a little bit about the vendors. Let's kind of move to that shift. Are you a market that only allows one type of particular vendor? Let's say you have a pasta person. Is there more than one? I guess I'm trying to say competition.
Yes, with a little bit of nuance.
Okay.
We do strive for exclusivity at our market so that each vendor can really get the most each week. But that being said, if we have a
candle vendor
that's only there every other week, then in the spaces that they're not there, a different candle vendor can be there. So it's just exclusivity for the days that you're at the market, so you can make the most of it.
I like that. Yeah. And if someone wants to become a vendor, are you full up? Are you always looking for people? How's that work?
You can always apply, and hopefully there's a spot. If we don't have any availability this season, we can always look towards next season. And if anyone wants to apply, they are free to do so on our website, wilmingtonfarmersmarket.com.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Did you want to add anything to that about the vendors and how you find them, or do they usually find you?
It's a little bit of both. Sometimes we have an excess of one type of vendor, like sweets or bakeries. And so those years we have to kind of say that we already have our preferred vendors for the season, so maybe look to us for next year. But sometimes we have gaps, and we really, for a couple of years, we didn't have a coffee vendor. And this year we do. We're very excited to have the brand new truck in town.
Wilmington-based Queen Bean Coffee.
Queen Bean.
Nice.
Right down the street.
So we're really excited about them. And then some years it's cyclical. So we may have the same pasta vendor for a few years, and then when they leave and maybe move on to different ventures, then we're left with that gap. So sometimes we go searching for particular vendors, but a lot of times they're coming right to us.
Cool. Would this also be similar for the entertainment piece too?
Yes.
How do you garner all the cool acts that you have?
And they are cool acts.
Yeah.
We've actually built a really nice base of entertainers that come out each year, and our entertainment budget is actually sponsored by Wilmington Ace Hardware.
Ooh, shout out to them.
I know, they're amazing. We love them. And so we actually do have a budget, which makes it easier for entertainers to come and participate. So we will reach out to everybody that's been in the past, and then we do get a lot of new entertainers applying. And it can be anyone from just a solo act to a full, opening day this year, we had a full, beautiful Milltown Rounders, folk, bluegrass kind of band, and there was 7 of them, I think. It was a really big one. So it varies. Some weeks it might be a duet, someone just singing on their piano, and other weeks,
I love it.
Yeah, it's cool.
And props to our incredible entertainment coordinator, Christina Reedy, for putting all of our entertainment for the season together. She always does an incredible job.
Yep.
Do either of you, I'm curious, attend other markets to see what they're doing? Have you done that?
Aza has.
I go, but I like to shop.
You go incognito?
I mean, I go as a shopper myself, but I mean, it is funny to go to other markets and see vendors that I know. It's always nice to catch up with people.
Cool.
We actually have a vendor relations position on our board, and it's Cheryl and Matt from Seafood Express and the Faroes. And they are at a number of different markets, from Marblehead to Billerica and Tewksbury. They're all over the place. So what they do is bring some of that information back to us to say, this is what works really great at other markets. Maybe we should do that. Or we really didn't like when XYZ town did this with their market. Let's never do that.
Right. No, I think it's good to
great
have
insight.
places to look and kind of dovetail on ideas. I think that's
Exactly.
important too.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the SNAP program.
Yeah.
And how that works with the market. This is exciting.
It is, and we're really proud of this program. So we do SNAP matching, and SNAP is food stamps. So 3 years ago, we secured a grant from Winchester Hospital. It's a community benefits program, and we specifically applied for this grant to help out food insecurities in our community.
Okay.
So what that grant is allowing us to do is match people's swipe. So when they come to the market with their EBT cards, they can swipe it with us, and we'll match up to $20. So if they swipe their card and they get charged $20, we'll give them $40 in market cash.
That is amazing.
It is.
I love that.
And it's been really successful. We really have felt really proud of this function of the market. And we've actually expanded it a bit this year to also include a referral program from some of our other community programs in the town. So We're One Wilmington is, and the Wilmington Community Fund, which runs the food pantry, and now the brand new beautiful senior center. All three of those organizations can refer their community, our community members, to the farmers market, and they'll receive up to $40 a month in market cash as well.
I love that. I love that. When someone swipes their SNAP card, I'm thinking about comfort. Is this something that's publicly done at each vendor's station? Can you explain that a little bit for us?
So it's done right at our market tent, our market management tent. They come over to us, they swipe their EBT card, and so we have like the state device where they swipe it, the point of sale. We charge them that $20, let's say, and then what we're doing is actually giving them market cash. So that market cash can be used at all of the food-based vendors. So they can't buy candles with it, but they can certainly buy their veggies and their bread and their seafood with those market dollars.
I love it. I love that.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Okay, so what about your newsletter? Now, I know that's something you're working on, but tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we started a newsletter this year. It is almost weekly.
Okay.
To get the word out about our market, what vendors are coming each week, and also the special events that we're having this year. We're doing Christmas in July. We're doing a pet parade in September.
Oh, cool.
And then, as always, our Harvest Fest at the end of the year. And so if anyone wants to hear more about what's going on with the Wilmington Farmers Market, feel free to join our newsletter.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. And I'm sure the kids with the bucks will be telling the parents to get that newsletter and look it up. Right?
What's going on this weekend?
That
what
is
kind
so
of craft
great.
can they make this weekend?
Yes. Anything final either of you would like to add? We haven't really talked about sponsors too much. It takes a village to run this, right? Not just the employees, but the board. I'm really impressed that your board takes such a inclusive, they're right in there. You're right in there doing stuff.
Right.
So writing grants, that's heavy and it takes a lot. So I'm really proud of you that you got that Winchester grant, because I know grant writing and finding grants that will fit your needs is difficult.
It is,
But it takes a lot of people to make this
It
go.
does. We actually have a pretty good sized board right now. We're still looking for maybe one more board volunteer to come on with us, and we also are maybe going to go back to continuing a winter market, which we haven't done since before COVID. It's still a work in progress, and we're just starting to think about it. But if we have a couple more volunteers, it's more likely that we can make that happen. So anyone out there in the community is interested in helping in a meaningful way, that's one way that they can help.
Okay. And the best way to do that would be to go to the website, which is?
Yes, WilmingtonFarmersMarket.com.
Awesome. That sounds like a commercial. I love it. Anything you want to say before you go? Anyone you want to say hi to? Anything you'd like to
We
say?
would love to give a shout out to our 2 longest standing vendors. So this being our 15th year, they've been with us since the very beginning.
Wow.
And it's one of our farmers, Gowett Farm, so Isaac Gowett, and the Seafood Express team of Matt Sherrill. So we just love that they've been with us all along. They really create 2 cornerstones at the market that you can guarantee to see every week. And of course, Seafood Express being a Wilmington-based business,
Right.
they love our market. Their heart and soul is in it with us. So
Yes. It's nice to have everybody, but it's nice to have that hometown feel of Wilmington people helping other Wilmington people. We help everybody.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have that homey feeling.
Absolutely.
Thank you both so much for being with us today. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate
Thanks
you
for
taking
having us.
time out of the busyness that is your lives to be here. So thank you. And I hope you have a great summer. So do keep in mind as you're watching this program, we're filming this in summer. We'll probably run this for a while just to make sure you get all the information you need. So I just want to thank you for watching today and tell you that the next time somebody asks you, where's Wilmington, you tell them right here and right here on WCTV. I'll see you at the market.